What's up everyone, it's your girl Jay and welcome to Daily Dose, the show where I talk about the hottest topics in K-pop. Where today? So let's start off with some WTF news. On October 14th, YG Entertainment officially denied rumors that YG producer Teddy and member of YG girl group Blackpink, Jennie Kim, were dating. And if you were anything like me, you were like, who asked? Like, I know specifically for me, I've been away from my channel for like 2 months, but I stay with my ear to these K-pop streets, and this rumor completely blindsided me. But apparently it all started when news outlet Media Pen released an article claiming the two were dating. Now, the article didn't really have many receipts or much information, aside from the fact that they were able to become close despite their 17-year age gap. Now, initially a YG official responded that this was the first time they were hearing this rumor, but eventually YG Entertainment issued an official statement denying the rumors and threatening to take legal action against anyone who spread them. So, Media Pen, you might wanna take that article down. So you would think after YG officially denying the rumor, it would just go to rest. No, because the K-pop fandom is messy, and they were like, oh, drama? Don't mind if I do. And I've actually seen a fair amount of people say that the rumors must be true based on the fact that where there's smoke, there's fire. And basically by that I mean the rumor and the accusation was so ridiculous, Media Pen must know something we don't for them to have published it. I'm just gonna stick with YG's statement. It's not true. Plus that would be weird because I'm pretty sure Jennie has been in YG Entertainment since like 2010, which means Teddy knew her since she was like a legit baby. So that's really weird. All in all, I hope this short-lived rumor doesn't make things awkward between the two. Moving on. So this week's super group BTS made history, or should I say, her story. I hate me too. On October 13th, the Gaon Charts released their official monthly chart for September 2017, revealing that BTS's latest album, Love Yourself, Her, had sold 1.2 million copies, taking the #1 spot for that month. This makes them the first Korean album to hit the million mark without the help of a repack in 16 years. The last being boy group G.O.D with their 4th album, and singer Kim Gun-mo with his 7th album back in 2001. What's even more impressive is the fact that they were able to accomplish this feat in 13 days, as their album was released September 18th. This also makes them the highest selling album in Gaon chart history. And while we're talking about BTS slaying the game, their music video for their latest single, DNA, recently passed 100 million views, making it the fastest K-pop group video to do so in a mere 24 days and 1 hour. That's almost twice as fast as a previous video to hold the record, Blackpink's As If It's Your Last, which reached this milestone in 46 days. And what's crazy is that this is like literally like 0.002% of all the records and accomplishments they've had with this comeback alone. Like BTS, do you know how many wigs I had to go through just through this promotional cycle alone? You can't keep snatching me like this, all right? So last but not least, of course, guys, I had to talk about like probably the biggest news this month. As last week, it was announced that Girls' Generation members Tiffany, Sooyoung, and Seohyun would be leaving SM Entertainment. Early this month, it was reported that Tiffany would be leaving for the United States to study acting. It's also been reported that members Sooyoung and Seohyun will be focusing on acting and musicals with their new agencies. I guess we got a little bit of a hint that some people might not be renewing. People were speculating that things like the promotional cycle for their 10th anniversary comeback was very lackluster and kind of cut short. The fact that prematurely Tiffany was announced to be leaving to study in the United States. I believe the show that Yuri and Sunny were supposed to guest on got canceled. The incident with Taeyeon going to the airport without a bodyguard. I remember there was a specific music festival where SNSD performance was randomly cut from air, and everyone got mad at the broadcasting company, but then the broadcasting company came forward and said that SM had asked them. So there was a lot of weird things that made people kind of feel like SM was trying to like somewhat threaten them into re-signing by saying, look at all the things you're gonna lose if you're not with SM. So I feel like we all in a bit sensed it, but it's always gonna be really sad when something like that comes to fruition, because you never want to see such a legendary group that kind of defined an era of K-pop come to an end. Like a lot of people were saying like this is the end of an era, and I truly think it is. I feel like we all kind of have seen with like the other girl groups who have disbanded this year and last year. We've kind of felt that there's like this kind of generational shift going on, and I feel like this was like the nail in the coffin. Regarding the issue, SM Entertainment released a statement saying, "Girls' Generation is a group that's precious and meaningful to SM and their fans. The members also have no thoughts at all about disbanding. Simply, as there are members whose contracts have ended, a careful decision will be made about discussing with the members about Girls' Generation's direction for activities in the future." One of the biggest takeaways from SM's statement is that SNSD is not disbanding, even though there are 3 members leaving the company. I've seen many people interpret it as that even though these members are leaving, there's a chance that, you know, in order to do Girls' Generation promotions, even though they're under like different companies, SM might allow them to come back together as Girls' Generation and promote. If you guys actually recall, when member Seohyun left the Wonder Girls, she was under a similar arrangement where even though she had a new company where she would act, JYP Entertainment had stated that if the Wonder Girls ever wanted to come back as one, Seohyun would be allowed to join the group. But in the case of SM, I don't know. It just seems like I mean, I would hope that'd be really cool, but it just seems like it would be super complicated because I assume, you know, all 3 of them are going to be under 3 different agencies, so trying to coordinate that. And then also, the thing is, when you're under an agency, they get part of the money you make. So that means that these new agencies would get part of Girls' Generation money. Like the money that Girls' Generation gets when they promote would have to go to those companies. And I feel like SM would not be down for that, just because like Girls' Generation is a very SM creation. I really doubt that SM would want to share Girls' Generation generated money with these other companies, and I doubt these other companies would let those Girls' Generation members do stuff without the company getting money as well. I don't know, it seems really unlikely, but you know, anything could happen. What the statement more seemed like though was just saying that the 5 remaining members will continue on and even maybe have comebacks as 5. And it just seems like it may seem like I'm kind of pessimistic, but I don't know. It seemed like this whole thing kind of seems like SNSD is moving on to the part of their career where they're going to be very individually focused. So even if Girls' Generation is not disbanded in name, I don't think we'll be getting comebacks that frequently anymore. And one of the things that, you know, I think it's important to remember is that these girls did give 10 years of their life to SNSD, and although, you know, it's changed a lot now that the 3 members have left, I don't think anyone should be mad. I see being upset, but don't be mad, don't be upset, because, you know, it was a good 10 years, and even factoring in the trainee time, they've been going towards this dream and like the idol life, some of them for like well over 15 years. So I think it's only fair that, you know, they really did come and conquer, and now they're able to live out other dreams. But overall, I mean, you have to give it up to SNSD. They really changed the game. They made their mark, and I feel like they've worked hard for these past 10 years, so they deserve to pursue any path they want to from now on. If they want to keep promoting as Girls' Generation, if they don't, I feel like it's all fair. So that's it for today, but of course, guys, I want to know what you think. Were you just as shocked as me with the rumors about Teddy and Jennie? And are you one of those people who, despite YG denying the rumor, feel like there may be some truth to it? What do you think about BTS slaying the game with their DNA comeback? And with all these accomplishments, do you think that they'll have Artist of the Year in the bag this season? And last but not least, how did you feel about the fact that Sooyoung, Tiffany, and Seohyun would not be renewing? Do you have hope for a reunion? Were you shocked at the members who left? Did it surprise you at all? Make sure to tell me down below in the comment section. As always, guys, if you liked the video, make sure to like the video. If you love the video, make sure to share the video. That's it for today, and see you next time on Daily Dose. Bye-bye. What is it?